Hello everyone. So this is an ownership review of Emotorad's T Rex Air. So I got this cycle around 14 months ago. So 1 year and 2 months have been since I've been using this bicycle. And in this video, I'll try to explain you my experience with the same. So just to have a look at some stats. So I've ridden it for 2,400 kilometers. So this number that you're seeing is how much the distance the bike has traveled with the battery on. And apart from that, I might have ridden it for maybe 800 kilometers plus without the battery. So I'll tell you about my usage of it. So I've used this bicycle as my daily commute to office, and I've also used it for my uh, weekend cycling sessions. So weekend cycling sessions may I remove the battery and I just use the cycle as it is. So in total, the bike must have ridden about 33,200 kilometers in the last 1.2 years. So to explain you about the bicycle overall, the frame, it's a little heavy, not lightest. It is not aluminum alloy. I think it is steel, so it is pretty heavy. And plus the battery makes it more heavy. So it is not very convenient to use it with when the battery is on there. So if the battery is on there, you have to use electrical power. It's not a very pleasant experience having the battery on and then pedaling. And so apart from that, the battery is rated to give you around uh, 40 to 50 kilometers of range on pedal assist, and about 25 to 30 kilometers of range in just the battery mode, which I think has been pretty accurate. That's the amount of distance you get. So the battery has been good. I've faced no problems with the battery in the last 14 months. It charges in about 8 to 10 hours. So I just put it to charge overnight, and and then I don't have to charge for, let's say, a week of usage. The motor has been good as well. It's still working well. I've faced no problem with the motor drive as well. It's a good motor, powerful one, I'll say. Although I'll tell you that the maximum speed that the motor can be driven at is uh, is only 25 kilometer. So that's the limit. It's a limit set by, I think, due to government, something related to government. So after 25, no matter how much acceleration you put, the bike will not increase its speed. So that's about the maximum speed. And about the usage of it, there are two modes. So one is PAS, that is pedal assist mode. So when this is on, the way it works is you can pedal. As soon as you ride on it, you can pedal, and the bike will then understand uh, about when you are pedaling, and it will then assist you in those pedaling. So basically it's a conditional working of the motor. So the motor works only when you pedal. If I stop pedaling, the motor will stop pushing. So it's basically like the motor is assisting me when I pedal. Apart from that, so pedal assist is automatic. But apart from that, if you want a manual control over the motors as well, then you can use this this throttle, right, to manually control the power. So one bad news in that area is that my pedal assist mode is not working anymore. So no matter how much I pedal the motor by keeping it in this pedal assist modes, it will not move. So that is some fault that has come up, and I could not cover this in the warranty because this fault came up after the warranty was over. This thing came up last month. So now if I have to fix it, I'll have to get the controller of the bike replaced, which I have not looked into, which I think will be expensive, and I don't really want to invest money in that. So that is one problem that I have faced with the bike. The other major problem that I faced with this electrical cycle is the brakes. You see, the brakes, although it comes with the disc brakes on both the sides, so although it has disc brakes, but they are not of good quality. I'm not sure what is the reason, but after about 9, not even 9, after about 6 months of using the cycle, I could notice that there was something that was wrong with the brakes. So it would not stop as it should. And what I had to do then, there's a point somewhere here, maybe on the back. Okay, anyway, in short, the brake failed after 6 months of usage. So I had to install a aftermarket brake on this costed me 750 rupees. The sad part, however, is this brake also failed after 2 months of usage, and since it's not really a branded replacement, I can't really do anything about it. So right now, uh, the way I stop this vehicle is pretty dangerous. It can barely stop the vehicle. Let me show you. If I accelerate it a little, and now if I try to brake it, see, now it stopped, but when I'm on top of it, it does not stop. So currently what I do is, if I'm on top of it, I use my leg on this front wheel to stop it. Now I know that is stupid, that's very dangerous, and I in fact have crashed into people and vehicles because of this. But I'm so disappointed with the brakes. Oh, so I forgot to tell you, the same thing has been with the front brakes as well. Both of them failed together at around 6 months, and I did not wanted to spend money on replacing them, so I just replaced one. So anyway, coming back to the dangerous operation that I'm having on this. So I know that it's very stupid of me to stop the vehicle with my legs, but the truth is I'm very disappointed with the brakes. The brakes are of not good quality. I'll say the same for the suspension. The suspension is there, but it barely does any good. So if you're getting this bicycle, just know that the suspensions are good for nothing. It would have been fairly better if they would have put the suspension, if it could have a mono suspension in the middle, that would have been of some use. But let me tell you that the suspension in the front are of no value at all. The gear system has been good. These are Shimano, so I did not face any problem with them. And see, I'm not a very disciplined rider. I wanted What I wanted is a machine that is dependable, something that does not ask for a lot of maintenance. So this bike has been good in that regard. I've not had to spend anything for the drive part of this. But apart from that, the brakes and the ECU failure have been two problems that I've faced. It also comes with a headlamp there. It's kind of useful sometimes when I use this bicycle to go on the wrong ways, on one ways, on the wrong sides. That's when I just turn it on. So it's helpful in that regard. Apart from that, about my experience with the bike, I've liked it. I think it has served its purpose. I wanted something with which I could commute to office without hassle, without waiting for the traffic signals, without having to face much of Bangalore's traffic. So from those point of views, it has been a very good machine, but the brakes have been very disappointing again. So what else? The tires have been are good as well. They are good quality. The threads are still pretty decent on them, I'll say. Same for back and the front and the rear tires. The tires are good. Frame is also fine, sturdy. I did not face any issue with the frame. Handlebar is nice. And what else? Mudguards I did not keep any. I had them attached from the local dealer, but they honestly don't do look good on this bike, so I removed them. So, well, that's my review. So just last few advice. So I bought this vehicle for 35,000. Now I think it is retailing for 33,000. And to be honest, paying 30,000 on an electric bike, which of this quality, is not. I'll say it's an overly priced vehicle because it's a decent bike. It's not great. It comes with decently built material, decently looking bike, decently operational parts. But paying 30 to 35,000 for this bike, I'll really suggest you to maybe get an electric scooter instead. Of course, there are drawbacks with that. You won't have the freedom in the traffic that you get with this cycle. But I think it, it is an overpriced vehicle. It would have been a great deal if it was retailing for, let's say, 25,000. But for 35,000, I think it is overpriced for what you get on this. So I think there are variants. Emotorad does provide you variants which start at 24 or 23,000. So you can have a look at them. There are no suspension on them, but I'll tell you these suspensions are of no good, so it won't make a difference. The gears are important, so try to get a bike which has decent gear shifters. Last statement: if someone had told me about how this bike is going to perform after a year, and if I had got a chance to take the decision of buying this bike or not, will I buy this? I'll say no, I will not get this cycle. Instead, I'll put the same amount and get a lighter frame vehicle, a decent vehicle, not electric, just a simple bicycle, maybe a suspension which is in the middle, and decent brakes, and a lighter version, so that the cycle really feels like cycle. It does not feel like a cycle when the battery is on. The battery is pretty heavy. So yeah, so if I were to make this decision a year ago, I would have dropped on the idea of getting an electric vehicle on an electric cycle, and I would have put in the same amount to get a good brand, lighter frame, simple bicycle. Honestly, I would have even put 5 or 10,000 extra if that is what it would have taken to get a really good bicycle. So yeah, that is the end of the review. I might be selling this one off if I shift out of Bangalore, but as long as I'm in the city, this is a good vehicle to have given the traffic that we have here. Cool, so that's all. I'll maybe see you in the next review. Let's see what I can bring up next. Have fun. Bye.